Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
It's a little extra. It's South the Boulevard. Like, I don't really give a fuck about that. She was like, what? She's like, I thought you would, of all people, would care. Like, no, I really don't care. She goes, get me down near fucking Burbank Boulevard. Wisconsin.
It's all in here still.
I can't wait till this podcast is over and I can tell you where, like, that's the part.
Green Bay Packers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense led by number 12, Aaron Rodgers, and the Pack in an unfamiliar position this year. They not made the playoffs for a year ago, and now no guarantee certainly.
You playing your game?
Football in January this
no.
Year.
I probably will after this.
So
I'm not rushing. I was just wondering. Damn.
I got all night to play all the video games.
Bro, no, come on.
He'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Never seen early bursts that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him.
Spent that much VC already.
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon.
I spent $20.
3 yards on the pick.
Are you gonna go back to his house and grind for it?
No.
Quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's in.
Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy's giving you a safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
We're mad in league.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
81. That's what he said.
Lamb is putting in some cheats for this team, dude.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use.
Bro, this is nuts. I look terrible.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision.
Come on, 61.
9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. So after the run for no gain,
Yeah, these plays that they're giving me right now are pretty terrible, Steve.
The what?
The plays.
Yeah.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Actually, I guess they're not terrible. It's just a different type of offense than I like to run. This is some, like, Decker offense. Run the ball first and second down and play action pass or short pass on third.
What? A short act? A play action pass? Or pass in general?
Okay, scaled up to the NFL version, it's the same type of offense. The first three. And it follows like what the teams do in real life. Good catch, yeah. But at the end of the year, you could just get a new coach with a different scheme. My dude's getting fired.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On second down, a run with Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
What are you guys talking about that you're blowing up the chat?
It'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side.
What is it that you build?
Oh, it's because Jermichael screenshotted Tone comments, and those are the nicest parrot tits I've ever seen. And so
that was one of the funniest things.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down.
Dude, this goal line shit is terrible.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. Able to punch it in on third down.
Those are the nicest hair titties I've ever seen.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do.
Funny as fuck.
Will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that.
Like after, it's going to be a little...
And reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 82 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He still got it. Oh, what?
Make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
That's nuts.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
What?
Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career.
The later seasons, like the newer seasons, they're not even on Hulu. They're not even on Hulu. It's not like you could spoil that kind of show. A fucking reality show. Bro, they put nut sweat in the game? I just saw a fucking... they just showed a close-up of this dude's crotch. There's nut sweat.
And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back.
I wish I was a girl. Just sell nudes.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I'd be a Kaylee Wolf looking girl though, so it wouldn't be.
Last time, unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he takes it.
Aaron Rodgers is just throwing dots right now.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
The quarterback, did you do any? Oh, you definitely haven't. But the quarterbacks don't even look that good for this class.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Talking to Steve.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Packers have taken the lead.
Not really though.
It's nice to have that big, reliable target.
It's not the same.
Each and every time. A lot of people
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. Like,
throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's
no,
exactly what he
not
just
even.
Play here for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
No, but like I can go up to one of them and call him a Guido, and they're not gonna punch me.
Return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, but if you go up, but if I go up to some black guy and say, "What's up, my nigga?" he's gonna be mad at me.
14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run here with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Because no one dislikes Italian food. It's the best type of food.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous.
No, I don't like Italian food from places though. I only like it when my mom makes it.
But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And she makes that homemade. And she makes that homemade sauce.
They come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Broncos
Still does. She just doesn't cook as
they've
much.
been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke.
Just throw it right fucking to him, dude. Oh my god. I need a quarterback.
They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped them in his tracks.
Alright, let's go. Come on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception,
Only in the 2nd quarter.
are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
This game's take forever.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
I don't think that really makes any sense.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
I got a cousin named Liam.
We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across.
He's a baby.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lock now on 1st down.
That's a pick. God damn it.
Picked up by Josh Johnson, and he'll return it to the 24-yard.
Thought he was running a slant.
2nd interception for him now here in this.
Got 4
1st half.
blocks this game. God damn.
He's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it.
Groove
His teammates
too.
going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Jones, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This is Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down about the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
See, that's just so fucking stupid.
Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers.
Should have to go on a goal line defense and they have 3 receivers.
Surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those.
No, you're supposed to be running a comeback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
What's up?
And it's 3rd and short. They tried to
It's
throw
that laundry, bro. Well, that used to be so into that show.
And he's got the first down as he's up
Yeah.
to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He'd come in and he'd be like,
That right there,
Gabs are here.
He's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year.
Oh my god!
Denver. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his
I go there from I go to the laundromat to wash my blankets.
Boss.
really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the
I go to a
interceptions in
laundromat
this
to
game,
wash my
but they're
blankets.
able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because
They're just bigger. I can do more at one time.
They come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Fuck out of here.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
Oh shit, I hurt Lamb's running back. That's tough.
You might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Lewis has it. The tight end.
Come on, what are you doing?
Triple coverage.
Shoot the ball when I tell you to shoot it. I hate when you get stuck in an animation.
Rodgers now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
I don't know. Would it be like an override?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Block now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. That one, it's second.
On the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yeah, at least this
drops
shit's
off
working.
as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones.
Awesome fucking podcast, Cody.
Am I doing a good job? I feel like I don't know. This is kind of one of my first. I've never done this kind of podcast. Also, like, there's a whole logo in the upper left hand.
I don't know what happened. I got kicked out.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down.
That's nuts.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Let's go. Good stop.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Let's go, Freeman.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now.
I'm not talking about him, but it'd still be fine with getting him, to be honest.
He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple, 2nd and 8.
I think you will, Lee.
Lock to throw on 2nd down.
KJ Hammer's a beast. My quarterback just sucks.
No call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lock gonna throw. And he comes back.
Oh my god.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding
So
position.
I go for the fake punt.
Tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now
Worth the try.
a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones.
It's nuts. Just falls forward for 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And Adams has it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones.
Oh, good shit, Sean.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and start.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
My God.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down.
Now Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10.
Thank you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Block now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A big spot now for the rookie lock. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, it's Sutton that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
What
so
is this?
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come on, man.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's
this motherfucker doesn't stay healthy.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
God.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
that's a double
able to
move.
stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fuck me.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke.
Dropped
that
it.
is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it in the lead. Get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Let's go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Oh, man, shit.
That That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Block again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The previous play is under review.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Give me it.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. A very important extra point there, up and good. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Ravens have wound up winning that football game. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes in the W. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out
No, don't let them catch that.
Play,
that's fucking nuts, man.
And either spike it and stop
Get
the
out.
clock, or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
It's nuts.
Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. This complete to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Let's fucking go.
Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
What a play, sir.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Lock to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, good.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down.
Oh, Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. On second down now, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Let's go.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Shotgun snap to Lott.
Let's go,
He's
Shane.
got his tight end fan.
I don't know why they
And they'll
keep
get
going
this
in
one to
coverage
about
on
the
there.
20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Doesn't even matter.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What fucking injured back.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running football. Right back to that
Please
well.
be open here, Shane.
When you have that kind of success, make them stop you until...
Let's go.
This will be caught.
This game.
It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Let's go, man.
a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.